Karlach. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left.
Rings a bell?
Why?
Oh, hells.
You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous.
Joking! They're safe. And beautiful. Thank you.
I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid. Well, perhaps I can come up with something later, all the same. Difficult to say. A fellow servant of the Night Singer would surely be an ally to me under most circumstances. But something doesn't add up. I'll need to see where his allegiances truly lie. It seems like you have ample company already. You'll need to figure out who you can lead the way. My faith protects me.
All right. What now?
What do you need now?
Never a dull moment.
Fallen druids of the Emerald Enclave. They died trying to stop Catherick Thorm long ago. Dark justiciars who fell long ago in service of Shah and Catherick Thorm.
The town toll house, surely.
Well, let's hope whoever abandoned it left their valuables behind.
hauliers and merchants wanted. Sail the silvery seas, gaze upon the gate. No experience required. Dark justiciars who fell long ago in service of Shah and Ketheric Thorm.
We're close. I can feel it. The Absolute. Its power is strong here.
That might be worth
Something over there.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul? General Ketheric's advisor went off on a field trip. Zarel's in charge till he gets back.
You'll find Zarel in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Let's hope this Zrel likes what we have to say.
Praise the Absolute.
I itch to draw my weapon and gut every last one of these cultists.
You're keen. Just don't get carried away. Some of those guts might be of use to us unspilled, at least for a while.
I know better than to indulge every craving, Shadowheart. But when the time is right, the Absolutists will feel the sting of my blade.
Oh, that's grotesque. Don't stare. You'll only encourage it.
The blessed will.
Plenty of supplies if you're
And struggle. Sir, all will.
doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you. Welcome, true soul. The disciple will have work for you, I expect. So much to be done.
Brothers, sister, the Absolute herself called us here. They cannot stop us from seeing Zarel now.
Stan, you're one of her blessed, aren't you?
Not all of us survived the shadows to stand here.
Back of the line.
If you have coin, then show it. I do not peddle. The Absolute needs warriors for her crusade. But I see only weaklings in this place. Get moving, will you?
To think the Absolute graces such a creature as that.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
I saw its true self. The army. Us. We are so many. And we are marching to Baldur's Gate as soon as the Absolute gives word. I've never been to battle. I've never been to war. But I feel so calm. Ready.
Desarin Valley. And the Dreamscape.
Wouldn't head into the main hall if I were you. Zarel and Ketherick.
Bunch of the others were rounded up in the main hall a while ago.
Heard a rumor some do-gooder stopped a horde of Absolutists. Whoever it was, better pray the General doesn't...
I will not be slandered! General, you saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
If I had been given drow warriors instead of goblin trash!
Oi! What?
You scrag!
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
Let me make sure I understand this. You're claiming that General Thorm gave you the wrong soldiers?
Yes. No!
You blame the Absolute's Chosen for your failure?
Of course it is not the General's fault.
Whose then?
The goblins! They failed me. They failed us all.
You lying little!
And what would you do to those that have failed you?
They are put to death, obviously.
True. Ultimate failure must earn ultimate punishment. Night Warden Minthara, your crime is incompetence, and your sentence is death.
No!
Make her passing slow, Disciple Zarel. Be creative. A new true soul come to share their wisdom? And what do you have to contribute? A pity, then, that her faith was so inadequate. Take her below.
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
Bye-bye, princess.
Kill the goblins, too.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again. Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. They are yours. You can release them, kill them, or feed them to each other for all I care. Just deal with them. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Please! Help me!
Let's go see Zarel. And mind you don't slip in the goblin guts.
The seat of the Absolute's power. Occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn more about his power.
Shah's blessings upon you. He's trouble. Worse, he's a traitor. Whatever loyalty he had towards Lady Shah is long gone. It would please her greatly to see him meet his long overdue end, I'll wager.
Good luck, true soul.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Araj Oblordra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. I trade in blood, and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one, if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, no idea, but it will be unique to you. We can learn exactly what that means together, Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for just a little prick. There we are. All of your very best traits. Although perhaps there's one more thing He's a vampire, no?
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. I can't say. Drinking it wouldn't kill me.
I don't have all day, true soul.
Fine. I'll do it. Darling, I've had a sudden change of heart. After all, who could resist such a delectable neck? Hold very, very still.
Incredible. Incredible.
Oh, hells.
Not your taste.
You're fetid, full of corruption.
I feel exquisite, though. So here's my part of the bargain. I hope you find it as satisfying as I found this. It was everything I imagined, and then more. I'll be able to put this to good use. A little saliva from the wound. Saving that.
You're staring at me again. What do you want? Cazador, sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6 brothers and sisters. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said my screams sounded sweetest. Now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6.
Welcome back, true soul. Come back anytime.
Trust no one.
Let's get going.
Minthara is still locked in the towers. I'm hardly fond of her, but she might be of use.
Saving that.
Neither seen nor heard. What can we risk?
Caught red-handed.
No one stopped me yet.
Welcome back, true soul.
Crime's been committed, and this guard's decided to investigate. A criminal would never speak with such integrity.
Welcome back, true soul. Come back anytime.
Can't give up now.
You seek arms. I seek a warrior worthy to bear them. Get moving.
We are each of us threads in her design. That's the point. Even those friends, right? Or what?
Looking ahead.
Don't touch me.
Brothers, sister, pray with me while we wait.
I'm not worthy. I never learned the words.
Yes, you did. Use them to be fully formed. Can you hear her?
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind.
Your family will answer. Eventually.
Brothers, sister, pray with me while we wait.
I'm not worthy. I never learned the words.
Yes, you did. She gives them to you fully formed.
All right. What now?
Can you hear her?
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Watch your back.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern belt. To think the absolute graced us such
Assume nothing.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
What am I to do?
Let's get going.
The corpse remains. The corpse regard.
Many. So many. No. Valuables. The absolute. Hostages. The absolute wants.
The spell's power. odd behavior caught this guard's eye. What do you have to say? You've convinced them. For
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciples Rel?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. A pool of warmth spreads through your mind as she settles on the memory of you commanding the goblins to die.
Oh, I like you. That was inventive and efficient. Plenty. But I hoped someone of your talents would be more ambitious. You came here to answer the Absolute's call. Let's see what you're made of.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
I've never lain with a Githyanki. It looks like this one nearly broke you in half. How invigorating. With the Absolute, your fantasies can become more real than flesh. The pleasures of the mind can surpass those of the body. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
Indeed. The Absolute's love for him has made him more than mortal. He is unstoppable. There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home. It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
I am in awe of the power the relic must hold to be of such importance. General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it. And I accompanied him. It was destroyed shortly after he left Moonrise. Hardly a surprise. We're protected here, but outside the shadows are hungry. Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters. Fine. Talk to the Bugbear Quartermaster. Tell him he's to share my secret stash with you. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
Tempers are rising.
It is not your time. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the generals.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
I'm sure you have done a great many things to get this far, true soul. But above, you will stand in her very presence.
Her words are diplomatic, but her face betrays her true feeling.
Disciples Rel has given you a chance to earn that honor.
Your tadpole grasps at it, but you've spent too long reading people not to see what's behind her eyes. Scorn.
As you see, true soul, there is so much more for you to learn.
Wide, gaping sockets that see. Once again, your mind opens to Lae'zel, and she considers the disc.
More writings on Orpheus, the so-called Prince of the Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon Ephelemon. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars, we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. This is more than a fable. It's an affront to the undying Queen Vlaakith. Gith's son died to Voss's blade. Orpheus is no more. Tiamat's emissary. It was he who carried word that Mother Gith had negotiated the gift of the dragons, and that Vlaakith I would preside as Queen of the Githyanki. Ephelemon remains the Queen's consort to this day, as endless as the empire he now serves. It is not just improbable, it is impossible. Kithrak Voss and his red dragon slayed the fell prince. You could no more resurrect him than you could glue together the pile of ashes he became. My Vash taught that the silver bells of Vlaakith's court still ring out before every hunt in celebration of the prince's defeat. As a child, I longed to hear them for myself, and sing in praises to the deathless queen and her Githraki. Anything more? I'm listening. You are Jacques Vonash here. Now. If it weren't apparent, it should be. I'm not keen on such outward displays of our flesh bond. Come, let me taste.
That might be worth a look. I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really.
hardly a challenge. Careful, I bite. Let's prowl. Easy.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Looking ahead.
Someone there? Very, very quiet. Quick and quiet.
Still alive. So that's progress. All's well that ends, well, not as bad as it could have.
The corpse remains.
This night song sounds like the source of Ketheric's immortality. Maybe I can use it against him.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles. But they were already imbued with Nethery's magic. So where did that magic come from?
A seat that has seen many occupants, none of their own volition, and none in comfort.
A ritual circle. Looks like it was used in the crafting of moon lanterns. Bet I can crack that open.
Stand, soldier. These are the General's private quarters. Wait. Something in your scent is familiar. Take me for a teething pup? Though whichever whelp owns that thing smells happy, safe. I've not scented such a thing since I was flesh. Since my master brought me back, this place smells wrong. His family is gone, replaced by bootlickers and beasts. You are neither. So tell me true. What is your purpose here? Good. Death itself cannot release you from that duty. Now be about your business, whatever it is. Not your scent. Selûnite magic on your skin. The General once smelled that way, when his daughter still lived. I died the same night she did, my master says, trying to protect her. I do not remember. But he brought me back. Yes, soldier. You'd be the first of the General's soldiers brave enough to try. All right, that's enough.
least things have stayed interesting.
That's curious. A crooked touch. Why, that's almost beautiful. Imagine what she'd think if she saw him now.
What to do? No one back home will ever believe this. Keep a blade close to the ship. Let's crack it open. Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Shapeshifter lying in wait. You won't get the drop on me.
I am death.
Can't give up now.
Melodia Thorm, loving mother, beloved wife. Her light will never be forgotten.
I've got a long road ahead. Let's move. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Calls us all to her design.
You seek arms. I seek a war. Took a liking to you, did she? Watch yourself. She breaks her toys once she's done with them. Get moving, will you?
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service? Blessed by association, let's say. I bow, but the Zentarim prefer to look their business partners in the eye. Joaquin's clipped coins? No. Faith is an overflooded market. Transport, however. These faithful folk need some goods moved into the city. Our ships are obliging. Quietly. You know, you sound less and less like... But what would I know of Faith? I cater to more earthly needs. Better we focus on that, hmm? An honor, true soul.
Looking over.
If you're hearing, maybe we ought to send you back to the war camp.
Don't blame me for wanting.
Hush!
For a moment, you do hear it. Flesh sliding on stone, like a living being extending through the walls.
Big! In walls above! Maybe. Whole tower. Loudest near kitchen. But me. You find me.
Don't mind Mig and her meat sounds. It's just her brain slopping around in her skull.
These are the stalking grounds of Steelclaw. Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now. It is a name I earned through bloodshed and death. Unfortunately, the more ignorant here refuse to use it. Fluffers, they call me. Idiots. Their name matters not, merely their demise. I braved lapping waters and leaking ships to find this prey. I butchered many, and will butcher many more. But this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards! Lies, it merely pretends. But I'm a patient hunter. I will wait. Now I must return to my prey.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
Elevated to true soul, should they accept the absolute?
Ugh. Then I shall have to keep them busy praying for mercy from other gods. Don't get too close to the prisoners.
All's well here?
Have you the strength to destroy my foes? You were adored, Minthara. Brought up from the darkness and into the Absolute's light. She cherished you, but it wasn't enough. You were distracted by your own desires. Bloodlust, murder, chaos. And most damning of all, an inability to follow orders.
I obeyed to the best of my ability!
And isn't that depressing? You are nothing.
The drow reaches out to you psychically, connecting with you for a moment. She's infected like you, and her mind is disintegrating.
Come to observe, true soul. She is a lesson. None can rise so high that they cannot fall again. We are erasing her.
No. This is our duty.
Peace, sister. Let us observe the true soul's methods. Perhaps we can learn from them. Her mind is yours. Break it.
Immediately, your mind is swept into a greater vortex. A psionic storm with Minthara at its center.
Cannot hide. Submit. Embrace.
Her torturers are not dominating her. They are destroying her mental defenses and exposing her to something else. The Absolute. Navigating the storm, you reach the nexus of her mind. It is a wound, bleeding raw emotion and shattered memories. But she senses your arrival.
So it is you who will end me. Make it swift, then. Anything to silence that thing. That voice. I would prefer to make these bastards bleed. But I trust that you speak from caution rather than cowardice. I will put my faith in you and pretend to be their slave.
Her mind fills with warmth, and she gently releases you.
Is it done? I did not feel her mind break.
She does look a little vacant, sister.
No more anger. No more doubt. She is perfect. We ought to return to our posts, sister. There'll be plenty more prisoners to practice on.
An ill thing to let an enemy show their back and live. Prudent. Let us go, then. I will be your mute and faithful slave. For now. What is it? What's wrong? We're between the Absolute's teeth, and you ask me to sit still. Be swift.
Be a dear and strike me deaf.
To be kinder,
Apostates must suffer.
I'd bruise every traitor's mind, and I do hope.
He saves us, I'll never hear the end of it.
Did you request this post too? Don't get chatty with the prisoners, mind you.
You spark of the familiar. Perhaps not. Whatever your business, a warning. None may speak to the prisoners. Disciple Balthazar was most clear. Is that so? If you are above the General's chief advisor, you must be most impressive. I'm sure you do. Alas, I am not quite convinced. Pocket's running a little empty. Disciple Balthazar's orders still stand. None may speak to the prisoners. You can... move along, Trousseau.
Trust no one. Let's move. What now?
Someone's reported a theft in this area. It seems you're the likely culprit. What will you do? You return the loot before they can question you.
Assume nothing.
Being arrested for assault, judging by the look on this guard's face.
This feels good. More skirt.
Survival is all that matters.
Keep your distance, darling.
No time to rest.
I'm so tired. How do people do this all day?
Have you...
Well, hello. Let's keep to the shadows. That's kind of perfect.
No one stopped me yet.
Nimble. Check for gaps, cracks, anything to leverage the rock. Nickels, tools. Get creative. This rock is basalt. It'll crack with enough pressure. Ah! Don't mind us, true soul. The back wall is weak. We're working to brace it. Barkus is out here? Didn't think he had the stones. Well, if he sent you, you're no slave to the Absolute. You're a damn wolf among sheep, aren't you? I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilburn. We've got a plan, for us and the tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment. We need tools, that head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdel, make sure a guard doesn't see you. Stone. I feel it. Hollow behind the back wall, and beyond. Oh. I'd bet my last copper there's a pier nearby.
This could be our chance, sir.
Let me guess. The Absolute is the only way.
Don't bother. Why don't you and Zevlor take a long walk off a short cliff? If you're not at the absolute speck and core, why are you here? Oh, you clever bastard. I could kiss you.
Not in front of me, please. I've suffered enough.
Whatever you lot are up to, hurry. And thank you.
I'll get us out of here, Cal. Even if I need to kill every bastard in this hell's pit.
I know. I'm right alongside you if it...
Not now.
What a day. Like a wraith.
You were witnessed assaulting someone. You're headed for the cells. The corpse remain.
What's hiding here?
How delicious.
Never a dull moment.
Damn straight. Without me, everything will be for naught. The Iron Hand gnomes must succeed.
Is he right? symbol.
Let's move.
I'll get us out of here, Cal. Even if I need to kill every bastard in this hell's pit.
I know. And I'll be right alongside you if it comes to that.
We won't let them win. Not now, not ever.
Let's have a run.
Better make my next move. Carefully now.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Best get going.
There's something evil here. Below. Down. Down. Unless this...
You're mistaken, sure.
Keep a blade close.
But we've seen 5 true souls sent for an audience, and not a single one came back down. Must have been unworthy.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Garment clean down here. You'll find it all the harder once we're off on the march.
Eager for
If
battle.
you think I'm walking all the way to Baldur's Gate without a litter, you don't know me at all. Oh, of our prisoners can be your bearers.
Careful,
Fine view
I
from their own
might.
perspective. You ought to be kinder, you know. To the prisoners, I mean. Any one of them could be elevated to true soul, should they accept the absolute.
They won't see me coming.
I shall have to keep them busy praying for mercy from other gods. Won't I?
Indolence breeds madness. Show no mercy.
Being arrested for assault.
How about this? It's private.
Victory awaits.
I won't give in.
Got to focus.
Blood comes easy these days.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Victory awaits. Time to strike. Let's end this.
Your head empty as a debtor's purse.
Shall we dance? Morse code. Delicious.
Swift and lethal. This is your end.
At least things things have stayed interesting.
Assume nothing.
Still alive. So that's progress.
We must leave. Now. Lead the way.
What a day. Ready or not. A very
To do.
Let's get on with it. Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. To battle.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
We'll get you to Baldur's Gate, sir. I swear it.
Damn straight. Without me, everything will be...
Your feet fly fast, my friend. Any luck with those two?
Blessed Gerdul, I thought I'd never see... The plan is to wait for a quiet moment, then bust out the back wall. We'll grab the tieflings along the way. We'll need them if it comes to a fight. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us. We'll move once it's quiet.
I'm ready.
No time to rest.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Let's go.
My faith will guide me.
still breathing, despite everything. Seems like the best way. Can't give up now.
Something over there.
Not now! This boat... Boat's good to go. All that's left is to ship off. My plan for now is to hide out on the water. Unless you have a better idea. Safe? That's no small claim in these parts. Lead the damn way.
Drift through the dark until time, skill, or luck brings you to Last Light's dock.
Hold there! You can't just land and start unloading strangers. They're procedures, damn it! No one gets in without being tested. Commander Jaheira's orders. Did, but your friends did not. Anyone could be infected, so we're checking all new faces. No exceptions. Here, form a line. Let's see if the Absolute's little pet recognizes any of you.
The Absolute's what? What are you doing?
If what you've said is true, no one has anything to fear. If not, well, we'll soon find out. Now, form a line. I'll not ask again. That's it.
I last left Moonrise as a commander in the Absolute's army, obeying the voice of a god. I thought I had found a home and a purpose. Now I leave as an exile. But you risked your life to rescue me. For that, I am grateful.
The artifact connects with her, pulling your minds together and showing her all that you have seen. The prison, your dream visitor, the protection that keeps you from obeying the Absolute and becoming a Lithid. She knows it all in a moment. Her mind reels, but is no longer clouded. She accepts the truth. She has no choice.
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby? Goodbye for now. I will see you soon.
We have to worry about parasites now. Gods.
This is ridiculous. As if I'd let some parasite infect.
I want to go inside. To the wood and stone.
These
where it's
flaming
quiet.
fists don't take themselves half
Safe.
seriously, do they?
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything? I'll be here if you need anything.
See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land. Take care now.
Yeah. There's more where that came from.
Wish we had stone or steel.
I wish we had a bloody army.
What now?
No one stopped me yet. No one back home will ever believe this.
How's the barricade?
Roland! Oh, thank the gods.
Ah, everyone seems to be quite aflutter. Do you know why? You did? But that means... Wulbrin! Wulbrin! Where is he? Ah!
Did you enjoy relaxing here while I battled that wretched darkness? What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, we got captured by murderous lunatics!
I thought you were dead, you ass! Both of you!
We're all safe, Roland. That's what matters.
I thought my entire family was dead!
I'm sorry. We should have been here.
No, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have shouted. I'm sorry.
Thank you for saving me. And the two idiots.
Humble too? Imagine that.
He has no cause to be humble. He's brought us back together. A task I failed miserably at. You went out of your way to help us. It's only right you get something in return. Here. I hope it helps.
I've thanked you once already.
Wulbrin!
I heard you might be about. How the devil did you get stuck here, Barkus?
I'm not stuck. I came to find you, of course.
Why would you do a foolish thing like that? Really, Barkus?
Unfortunately for me, you're my friend. Rescuing you from mortal peril is my right.
But you didn't rescue me, did you? I rescued myself, with the aid of this helper.
Ah, it's you. I should have guessed. Thank you very much for your help finding Wulbrin.
You don't belong here, Barkus. As soon as the way is clear, pack up and head to Baldur's Gate.
But... Wulbrin... The rune powder... We need to discuss what you're going to...
I said go home!
Please, that isn't necessary.
Indeed. Neither of you has any clue what's at stake. And why should you? It's Iron Hand gnome business. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a great deal to do.
Well, there we have it. Wulbrin is safe and sound. Thanks to you. I owe you a great deal. The brilliant retort, for starters. Here you are. As promised, I give you the brilliant retort. Now, I believe our business is well and truly concluded. Don't judge him too harshly. He's been through a lot. When he's had some rest, he'll be back to his usual self. Nonsense. When you've known each other as long as we have, there aren't sides. Wulbrin can be a little sharp, but so can I. You should know that better than anyone. Well, perhaps Wulbrin is right. Perhaps I ought to return to Baldur's Gate. Oh, that's all right. I'm a patient fellow. I'm sure you'll clear a path for everyone. Soon enough.
Have you forgotten what's at stake? Your iron hand. No. Act like it.
In my years as the Blade, I've witnessed... But Thorn, he is made of pure hate. And lest we forget, we've a devil to rescue. 2 missions, 1 destination. Not in a mere prison cell, certainly. My guess, the deeper we dig, the closer we get. How can I help?
Alas, no. The charm Elminster granted me requires my death as the spark that will light the orb's fuse. Making myself invulnerable, immortal, or in any other fashion unkillable would render it useless. And gods only know what it might do to the orb itself. Still, I see no harm in learning what we can about this night song. And if we manage to find it, the harm will be all Ketheric's. So, well worth...
How delicious.
Looking ahead.
Shah's blessings upon you.
You're staring at me again.
We must press forward. I'm listening. I'd like this.
What's on your mind?
It does not compare with the comforts of home, but your camp is almost palatial in comparison to my previous accommodation. Thank you for allowing me to come here, and for bringing me back to myself. Each memory that returns to me is more disturbing than the last. The things that I did in the name of the Absolute. The things that were done to me. They broke my mind. Precisely. While our tadpoles live, and the cult have the means to control them, we will never be safe. We must eradicate them, starting with General Thorm. I mean Ketheric. My deference to him is a habit that will die hard, I fear. All that live can die. I can help you plot Kethric's demise, but I need something from you first. Swear that you will keep me close. Until the Absolute is dead, at least. The Prism will protect me. You will fight alongside me and help me to get my vengeance. I knew you were different to other true souls when we met, but I could see nothing clearly. Now, thanks to the Prism, the Absolute does not cloud my thoughts at all. I see that together, we can have our vengeance on those who infected us. Rest well, and keep your wits about you. Tomorrow, we go to war with the cult of the Absolute. General Thorm would have the world believe that his invulnerability is a gift from the Absolute. That is a lie, intended to impress those who flock to the cult's cause, and to strike fear in the minds of those who stand against the Absolute. I believe Thorm draws his power not from a divine source, but an arcane one. I suspect it is the very relic that Balthazar has been sent to retrieve. We must find the necromancer and claim what he seeks, or destroy it. Now, rest. We will need our strength for what lies ahead. I would gladly join you in the fight. Your party is full. Did you think I would not notice? You wish to consult me? I was the Absolute's dagger. I remember every throat that it held me to, and every drop of blood it forced me to spill. I take no responsibility for the lives I took. I did nothing in the Absolute's name. I was merely a weapon that it wielded. I would rather die than endure it again. The tadpole, the Absolute. They work together like a drug. I did not feel I was compelled to act against my will. I felt ecstatic to serve. Every action seemed a deliberate choice. The best choice. Even though I could no more have resisted its commands than flesh can resist decay. Even rational minds like ours cannot reject such a powerful influence. The Absolute can make the impossible seem inevitable. I took up my oath long ago, when I swore bloody vengeance against any who defied Lolth. Now, I myself have sinned against the Spider Queen. Though my faith is shattered, my oath endures. I am sworn to destroy all those who serve the Absolute. It is not noble, it is necessary. If we do not destroy the cultists, they will destroy everything. We are all that stands between this world and annihilation. I fought at his side once, shortly after my conversion. Before the battle, he was everything a general should be. A charismatic leader with a brilliant strategic mind. And when the fighting began, he led his troops from the front and cut through the enemy like a scythe through stalks. Blows and arrows rained down on him, and before long, his face was a mask of blood. But he did not fall. He did not even falter. When we won the day, Kethric's armor was bent and shattered, but his flesh was unmarked. Every chance, once he is stripped of his power, There is a connection to this night song of Balthazar's, whatever or whoever it might be. We must find it and destroy it. A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone particular in mind? She is tolerable, but her faith in the Lady of Loss is poisonous. The very concept of Sharan worship is self-indulgent. They would have you think every whispered word and hidden thought is of value, but it is not so. I have performed 1,000 interrogations, squeezing out the most guarded secrets held in heart, mind, and soul. I can tell you this. When the trivial parts have been whittled away and I have sifted through what remains, in most cases, a person amounts to nothing at all. He's been deprived of freedom and strong blood for so long that he is addicted to both. While those addictions have their hold on him, he is still a slave. Free. What purpose does he have that does not involve his master? He fears him, he hates him, he dreams of him, and he will either kill him or die trying. Astarion is no more free of Cazador than you. He will only be free when Cazador is dead. When the time comes, we must hope that he does not only take Cazador's long life, but the power that has sustained him as well. I have encountered few Githyanki in my life. Those that I did were raiders. They croaked out pleas for mercy in their alien tongue as they died. Meeting Lae'zel makes me wish I knew more of their culture. I did. She told me that she has nothing to teach that cannot be learned through observation of her prowess in combat. Perhaps she is right. She certainly cuts a striking figure in battle. There is a precision to her ferocity that I admire. I think I am beginning to. In spite of her youth, there is a patience and precision in Lae'zel's thoughts and actions that I admire. Those qualities will strengthen as she matures. The wizard? No. It is pointless. In my experience, the moment they leave their libraries, wizards have the life expectancy of a gnome in a war. Either the enemy recognizes they are a threat and kills them swiftly, or their curiosity leads them to combust while experimenting with the limits of magic. Our wizard is already in a state of suspended combustion, thanks to that orb between his ribs. I suspect it is only a matter of time before he goes up in smoke. I will reserve my social graces for those who might live long enough to appreciate them. He is exceedingly self-righteous. Amusing, considering he bound himself to a devil. Will doesn't just have blood and dirt on his hands. He has stains on his soul. Those last more than a lifetime. It is as it should be. Purity of soul and deed will not help us to survive the Absolute. I would rather be allied with a warlock than the spoiled son of a noble who has more experience with diplomats than devils. I have never known anyone so ferocious and unassailable in battle, and yet so fragile and impermanent in their very being. I often think of mortality as a curse.
In time, all that I am and all that I have known and learned will be lost. In time, our cities will be dust. Karlach does not seem to have such anxieties. Perhaps because she cannot afford to. She exists in the moment, and she will burn out and be gone in a moment. There is something very beautiful about that. You wish to consult me?
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.